I am not an outdoorsman by any means, so my interest in fishing is practically non-existent, let alone a video game about fishing, which probably left my girlfriend confused as to why I'm suddenly playing one. Dredge, however, is more than just the calm and relaxing nature of fishing. It's a full-on cosmic psychological horror story that just so happens to contain a fun and well-made fishing game. It might come off as a strange combination, but strange is what Lovecraft-inspired media is about, and Black Salt Games have created something special with this combination. Hi, I'm Mason, and today on Amateur Game Review, we're talking about Dredge. The story begins when a thick, mysterious fog rolls into the waters, causing the fisherman you play as to wreck his ship among the rocks of the Morrow Islands. When the fisherman awakens, he's met by the generous mayor of Greater Morrow, who gives the fisherman a new ship in exchange for a portion of his earnings until the vessel is paid off. The portions also go towards the town of Greater Morrow, which opens up shops that allow you to customize and upgrade the ship. Before you're out on your own though, the mayor leaves you with a warning, not to stay out after dark, which I mistakenly chose to ignore. As the day went on, Dredge's cute, low-poly world quickly changed into a paranoia-inducing nightmare. Ghost ships, storms that come seemingly out of nowhere, and odd creatures begin to spawn from the dark, murky abyss below you. These are only a taste of the stranger things that turn your new-founded fishing career sideways. Like most Lovecraftian media, Dredge is a slow burn, and as time passes on, you'll come across new villages that ask for your help with tasks that wouldn't be standard for a man with a boat, such as catching fish or gathering supplies or transporting someone to another island. However, there's always something off with these people, and the requests get weirder as you progress through the story. What might start off as someone wanting to find a few sunken antiques turns out to be otherworldly relics that probably should have stayed buried. I was surprised to see how well written Dredge's off-putting story and characters actually are. The two sides of the game, one being calm and relaxing, and the other revolving around the fear of the unknown, are complete opposites of each other. Yet, together they create a unique narrative that somehow capture the core of what a Lovecraft story would be. What's more interesting to me is if you really wanted to, you could just live out your days as a fisherman who heeds the mayor's warning and do nothing but fish, as Dredge's gameplay is quite fun and addicting. Dredge's gameplay is simplistic, but some of the best fun I've had in a game this year. I've tried Dredge on both controller and keyboard and mouse, and can say that the game plays well no matter your preference. What helps is that the actual fishing part of Dredge is mostly automated. Reeling a fish in is automatically done for you once you find your spot. Once you start reeling, you can speed up the process by stopping the marker in the green spots on the dial. Finding Dredge is no different, but comes with a different minigame of avoiding the black spots in the dial. If the marker hits a black spot, your loot will be knocked back down. It might sound if Dredge gets repetitive, but I can assure you, Dredge has plenty of systems in place to make the game anything but boring. The story being one of them, but it's the core gameplay loop of time, inventory, and resource management that keep Dredge floating along. You're free to go out and catch fish for as long as you please, and believe me, I've lost track of both time in-game and real life just sailing around and catching fish to my heart's content, but there are systems in place to make your return to shore. First are the previously mentioned terrors at night. The longer you experience these horrific events, it'll fill up a madness bar. As the madness bar fills up, your vision blurs, rocks will disappear and reappear right in front of you, causing you to crash into them, as well as possibly be attacked by what lurks beneath. The only light source you have at night is the lighthouse of Greater Morrow and the light at the front of your ship, which will be a small candle until you can upgrade later on. You might think that you can stop and wait the night out, but time in Dredge only moves forward when you're active, forcing you to stay close to what little light you have, or dock at whatever port is quickest to dock at. Usually by morning, I discover my destination was close by and I had been sailing in circles all night. Time also plays a part in some quest lines, such as a villager wanting a certain item or fish. And my only complaint with these is that there isn't a timer or any indication at all that these are actually timed. This might lead to multiple playthroughs if you want to see everything Dredge has to offer. I also recommend selling any loot quickly and whenever you're at a dock, as fish will begin to rot the longer they're in your inventory. It's a good idea to sell as soon as you can anyway, because the space in your boat is limited. You'll find yourself constantly twisting and turning your catch, attempting to make it fit along with whatever upgrades and treasure you keep in the Resident Evil 4 influenced grid space. Every catch is a different shape, and most aren't simple 2 or 3 grid spaces long, leading you to decide if your oddly shaped prize is worth more than anything else you have on your ship. Eventually, you'll be able to upgrade your ship, allowing you to sail faster, catch different fish, see better with brighter lights, or hold more loot with an expanded inventory space. It's usually done with resource points that you'll find from the various shipwrecks. The mysterious nature of Dredge's story and world is captivating, and not what I expected when I first launched the game. Combine that with a simple yet effective gameplay loop that can keep you busy for hours on end, you're in for a good time. I think Dredge will be remembered as one of the best indie games of 2023. If you're a fan of cosmic horror, or just want to play a great fishing game, Dredge is not the game to miss out on. It's decently priced, it's available on PC and all 3 consoles, and I highly recommend trying it out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more reviews, feel free to subscribe. We're just a small channel made up of 3 friends that enjoy talking about games. And if you want to talk about Dredge or any other game, leave a comment down below. You can also find and follow us on Twitter and Instagram if you feel so inclined. Thanks again everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.